Chris Hayes. With the House passing for a $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill last week, it's now in the hands of the Senate. We're expecting a vote at the end of this week, hopefully.
Somebody's watching the news. Let me just get this recording. We'll get started here. Hold on. Record. We're live on Facebook. Whose phone is that? All right. We're live. So let's welcome everybody. Crystal.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Someone was listening to. Oh, that's interesting.
Oh.
I understand that.
It's not showing
There's a
up
delay.
on Facebook.
It's just a delay.
Oh, okay.
Welcome, everybody.
Okay, are we ready to go?
Thanks for being with us on the
Wednesday night Come Alive call.
yes.
And we are so happy to be back. It feels like longer than a week. We haven't seen you guys. We were not feeling great last week, so Heather filled in for us. You guys did an amazing job. We were watching along with you guys, just back, not, laying in bed watching the call. So it was so fun to watch that, Heather. It was fun to watch Jesse eating his butter, and then the Suck It Up Buttercup song. That was so funny. Love that. Mel and Heather, you guys are awesome. So thank you guys. It's so fun to be back. We missed you guys, and we're feeling all better now thanks to good health, good nutrition. I think we kicked that cold really quickly. We're grateful for that. But anyway, welcome to our Come Alive call. This is the night where we get to hear so many amazing testimonials, recent, and even we go back and talk to people who've been doing this for a few months and get little updates on how people are doing. So we got some people lined up for tonight. And if there's anyone else, if we have time, let us know in the chat if you have anything you'd like to share as far as your results, how you're feeling, anything that you've noticed with your 11-day protocol, whether you're on the first shred, second shred, third shred. I know some of you are on your fourth and your fifth. So it's really, really fun. I love hearing from all of you guys and how you're doing. So we're going to start with this, the testimonials, and then we'll turn the time over to Jesse, our ER Shred ambassador nutrition guy, who just is going to tell us all the reasons why the ER Shred is so effective.
Cool. And I posted a disclaimer on the Facebook Live, and I'll post a disclaimer here in the chat. And like she said, Crystal said, if any of you, we've got a couple people that are willing to share. They contacted us, brave souls. If you do share, you're entered into a raffle to win free ER Shred gear.
Hat.
Yeah.
Shirt.
Yeah, so that's cool. And so just let us know in the chat if you're someone who, is new and hasn't shared before. We'd love to hear from you. You take priority. And if any of you are out there and haven't shared in a while and have updates or, want to just chip in, so to speak, then let us know as well. So, because we, the updates are important. First person out there was, we'll start with Roy. Roy, and I'm gonna let you say your last name, Roy. Roy, what's your last name and where are you calling from? Do you want me to attempt it? Culisi. How's that?
Quilisi.
Which of us is right? Here, I'm gonna go ahead and unmute yourself, Roy. Look for that little, there you go. Hold on, Roy, I don't hear you yet. One sec, go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
There you are, Roy. So Roy,
Awesome.
just a heads up, we want to hear how you've done. You posted incredible pictures in the group and shared your story, and it was just incredible. We always, as you probably know, we don't make any medical claims, disease claims, anything like that. But please, Roy, tell us, how do you say your last name?
Quilici.
Oh, we both got it wrong. That's even better.
It's
I like
Quilici.
that. That sounds awesome.
Quilici. All right. And Roy, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Olathe, Kansas, Southwest KC,
Okay.
here in the metro.
Very cool, Roy. So Roy, what's your story? How did this go down? Who shared with you and how did it go?
Yeah, I mean, the dynamic part about it is I always kind of like to break it down. So, it's kind of where I was, what I needed, what I found, and where I'm at and where I'm going.
Great.
So let's start it off. 240 pounds, weighed in, maxed out, 64 years old, sitting there going, man, working out 5 days a week, 30 minutes a day, showing up at the gym for a month or so, and then Pam, boom, she says,
Is this
you
Pam
know,
Christensen?
get Pamela Christensen.
Yep.
Yeah. And so I've known Pam for some time, and she gave me the dynamic pitch. And she says, you need this stuff, man. You're looking like a, frumpy old man. And so I said, well, I got to admit it. Honesty is the best place. Denial doesn't work very well. So when I saw myself there, I said, well, if Pam says the ingredients are good, and she showed me some results that you guys were publishing, I said, how can I be a skeptic? Let me try it. I go, wow, man. And I put it in. It was remarkable. Started transforming my appetite. Control was the killer deal. I mean, no more snack-a-lack, and everything like that. And punching through the day. The cleanse was painful, but it was painfully pleasurable in many ways, a little pain, little gain. So I ground through, and thanks to you, I felt that soothing feeling, Crystal, of that bone broth. And so that worked me through, and then I dropped like 20. So then my friend jumped in, and we started working out together 5 days a week, upping our workouts, kicking the heck out of that. That's where you saw maybe there was a little bit of lean muscle mass popping at that point. And he lost 20. So then we said, well, we can lose 20. We started carrying the weights around the gym, 20 pounds. Why don't we carry 30? So we carried 30. We said, we're going for 30. I knocked it out in 90 days. I mean, it was punching right through, from extra large shirt to large, from 40-inch waist to 38, from 18-inch neck to 16 neck. And then the 36s are feeling baggy now. My daughter said, Dad, you're sagging on the 36s now. She's 32. All our family's working out at the gym. Everybody's using the products, and it's a total transformation. I guess I would say I was run down, burnt out, hopeless, and really not having much grit to get off the couch and make it happen. And once I got these products in my body, and I've tried a variety of products, just like you, try to find solutions, but this dynamically shifted. And so, I think there's going to be a great opportunity. Where I am today is what I was just saying, 30 pounds. I got another 10 to drop and get a 6-pack by April 10th, because then I'm gonna meet all my high school boys back in Wisconsin, and it's time to show and blow and say, boys, what you been doing? They were state gymnastics, amazing athletes. They're the ones that were ripping up, but they've insulated eating all those brats and drinking that beer up in Wisconsin. So I gotta bring the impact,
You're bringing it.
Yeah.
Man. Oh man, that's great. That's
Oh.
a
And I
awesome.
have a little cushion on the retirement, being 64. So I feel like I've been in sales for 35 years. So this is going to be like normal day for me.
Yeah. Well, you're going to help a lot of Roy. You're going to help a lot of people. That Pamela has helped a lot of people, and she's a health professional. She's been on this call before. She shared her testimonial before. She's one that, I mean, her endorsement means a lot to us. It means a lot to the whole community.
Yeah. Well,
You're a fun guy. It'll be fun to get to know you better. It'll be real fun.
It's going to be great. And so as I got right behind me, I like this one here, if you can see it.
Don't look back.
Because that's not where you're going.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
cool.
I like that.
So that's kind of about the way I've been looking at it. No matter what I have been, that there's a better future ahead with this product and with the decision I can make for my health and for my family. And I got grandbabies. I'll show you some pictures someday. You
Yeah.
want to work out and be limber and, you know, rock it. And tonight I'm playing against my son, who is a college athlete with racquetball. I'm gonna have to bring the junk, you know, and take him.
Bob, you
So-
know, you're bringing that energy. We feel it, we sense it, we can see it. I see all these people clapping and cheering, and you know, the people, and that's what's so fun about this call for us is the people that have been there and done that. They know why you feel so good, and so it's kind of like this inside joke, right? It's
Yeah.
like when they see that twinkle in your eye, and they see that you're like I'd always say, like, guys, I don't think you're getting it. Like, I don't think you're understanding. Like, I feel really good. And
Right.
then everybody on the call would be like, yes, that thing. So
Yeah.
you've obviously come alive. Congratulations, Shred Head, Shred on. And
Yeah,
we
thank
really
you.
appreciate you.
I'm with you.
Thanks, Roy.
Thank you, Roy. We'll be in touch.
Sincerely
All right.
appreciate
Thank
Yeah.
you. Who else we got out there? We got Bob Shepard said that he would be willing to share. You out there, Bob?
Hey, Bob.
Let's make sure he knows how to unmute himself.
Go. Okay, I think I'm on.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
Can you
Love
hear
your
me?
background. You got the shred hat, shirt on.
Well, I got the hat right here, but
Oh, nice.
anyway,
Bob, where are you from? Who shared the shred with you?
I'm here in Anaheim, California, and Connie Norleen is the one that shared the program with me.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, Crystal
Yeah.
actually got a video today
Just
from.
posted her testimonial on the YouTube
So-
channel.
Yeah, so I've been doing this since July of last year, and I was a skeptic like everybody else. I guess I was overweight for the last 30 years, and I just thought, you know, that's the way it's gonna be for me until I die, I guess. And I tried all kinds of fad diets and fad, you know, diet foods and things. But when I saw this Isagenix, I thought, wow, this is a little different. This is different. I heard a lot of good stories and experiences, and I thought, well, you know, I'll try this for a month and see what goes on. And at the end of the month, I lost 12 pounds, and I brought my belt size in 3 notches, which really, really excited me at the time because I had done that in years. I was always getting bigger belts. And anyway, I was wearing extra large shirts and size 38 pants, waist size, and in fact, the last 10 years I've been wearing a brand that has the expandable waistband. You guys are all familiar, right?
Yeah.
And I was pushing that out to 42. So yeah, I was feeling real good. And anyway, so I've been gradually downsizing my clothes down to I'm down to a medium t-shirt and shirt size now. I'm down to a size 30 waist, and man, I feel great. Since I've been in this program since July, I've lost 55 pounds and 68 and a half inches, and most of that is from ER shred. I'll say I did 4 ER shreds. I lost 29 and a half pounds and 27 and a half inches from the ER shreds.
Wow.
I'm starting another one, I think, in March 13th, I think. Yeah, I'm so excited about this program.
Boy, that's
Oh,
incredible.
That is
That's
awesome.
I
Bob,
love
what have you noticed in terms of the control over those foods that used to really sabotage you?
I found that I don't have, you know, I used to eat candy and ice cream and popsicles and all that, you know, late at night, right in front of the TV. And I don't crave that anymore. Instead, I crave, you know, some carrot sticks or some vegetables, and I love this shred because I get to eat all that beef and protein. I love that, and I love that those bone broths. Oh man, they're so relaxing at night. But no, I don't even crave that stuff anymore.
That's awesome. What have you noticed in terms of energy and you know, stuff like that, mental clarity, energy? Have you noticed anything around that stuff?
Oh man, yes, I have noticed more mental clarity. I got more energy. I walk 5 to 6 miles a day every day now. And I sleep better. Man, I fall right asleep at night when I want to, and I get up in the morning and I'm wide awake. Get out and take my walk in the morning, and yes, I just feel great. I'll be 71 in April, but I feel like I'm 41. I feel that good. I feel like I go to one of these high schools where they have a track and just run around it a couple of times. I don't know. I haven't tried that yet. 'Cause after
Crazy
all,
man. You
That's
ER
all.
shredders are crazy. That's what it is.
But yeah, I feel so good. I'm so thankful for these products, and you guys, Sean and everybody, Jesse and everybody out there. You don't know how much help you guys are imparting out there on those sites. Everyone just helps everybody else out. It's so great. What a community.
Well, thank you, Bob.
Thank you.
Bob, you are a shred warrior, and we just really appreciate you. Hey, Bob, where are you calling from? I didn't catch that.
Anaheim, California, by Disneyland.
Nice.
Oh.
Very cool. And
Yeah.
what do you do? What do you do for a living?
Actually, I'm semi-retired.
Mhm.
I take care of books for a real estate broker.
Oh,
Collect his rents and pay his mortgages and things like that.
okay, very cool. Well, it's
It's
been
a
fun to
good
get
job.
to know you more, Bob. We'll look forward to getting to know you more in the future. You sure are another great example. It's cool to see the men showing up, man. This is just really cool.
Yeah, thank you.
My PR shred hat on now.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
You look awesome, man. You
Yeah.
look really cool.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations. This
Yeah.
it's a new, I would say from your testimonial, the words that come to my mind are a new lease on life.
Oh my gosh. And here's another one for you. I didn't know how bad I was feeling all those years until I started feeling this good.
Mm,
Write that down.
yes. Mhm.
Love that, Bob. I love that.
Uh,
Well, you guys,
Yeah.
what I'm going to do, I'm going to have, thank you, Bob. I'm going to have Chris will take over here in just a minute because I'm going to have to go help my son Oliver with an exam that he has to do right at, well, I got to make sure he's set up for that.
Okay.
But, if anybody else is willing to share, Crystal will open it up in a minute. You guys can all chime in. I just wanted to tell you a thought I had, because sometimes I don't get a chance to share on an ongoing basis, what's going on with me. But, I had this interesting thought where I was researching things yesterday and I was telling Crystal, like, I read one study, I read another, and, you've got all these people and all these professionals, all these experts, and they just, not only do they have differing opinions, but they directly contradict one another. And what I've learned in my life is that you've got to start learning how to feel. And we've experienced that spiritually, haven't we?
Yeah.
Where it's like there's so much confusion and everybody, no matter where they were born, the demographic, the environment where they're born, they are born into a religion and they think their religion is right. And how convenient that God is so gracious, he would make, everybody all over the world, no matter where they're born in that region with that faith, they're right. They're the right ones. And it's just convenient that it's in that sphere, in that location where they experience that. Well, we're all product of our environment. We're all a product of, where we were born and how we were raised. And I was telling Crystal, this ER shred is really born of our environment. It's born of us looking around and realizing that, no, not everything that we've been told is accurate. Not everything that we've been told is useful and helpful for us in our lives. And at some point we had to say, forget about what we were taught in school. Forget about what all these so-called experts say. Forget about what's trending. Forget about what's political. And you have to start to learn to listen to yourself. Listen to your body, and your body will speak to you. Your body will tell you what you should be doing. Your body will tell you what foods are appropriate for you. And your body, if you're not well, your body's talking to you, isn't it? That's your body screaming. your body's screaming, help, help. Think about that, guys. And so I just wanted to say, you know what? Everybody thinks they're right. Well, we're not going to say we are right, you see, because ER shred is not that kind of a thing. It's not we are right. ER shred is a mechanism, if you will. Jesse always refers to it as tracks. It's a way that you can start to learn to listen to your own intuition and your body. And it's been a miracle for me. I mean, it's been an absolute gift. And you know, you can see these testimonials, what we're talking about. It's legitimate. It's not some fad. It's totally legit. So
Yeah.
is it okay if I run and make sure he can get on that
Yeah.
thing? Because it's really important.
Yeah.
So
We take Lily to the gym class too. I was going to take it.
what time is it at?
It's at 6:30.
Yeah. So is this call?
I was planning to see if you can take her.
Were you?
Yeah,
Okay.
but maybe
We'll figure it
I
out.
can let her take
But
the car.
let me make sure he can get on.
Okay. And so
You guys, I love you. I'll be back in a minute.
well, what do I do? Like, who's next?
Just open it up and
Oh,
say who
okay.
else out
So
there
not
is this brave
everybody-
soul that could share an update or something.
Okay. Yeah. Is anybody else want to share?
I see Jason in the chat, Miss Crystal.
Okay.
Jason giving us an update.
Okay. Come on, Jason. Let's hear it.
What's up, Shredder Nation? How's it going? Can you see me?
I can see you, but I can't hear you that loud. It's just a little bit
Oh,
quiet.
I know why.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm in my truck. So let me fix the. All right, tell me if you can hear me better. And
Yeah.
there you go. Okay, sorry about that. So no, I just wanted to jump on and share some of the stuff that's been going on with me lately, you know, around my energy and my mental focus and mindset. I've just found like I found a side effect to the program, and that is I've got so much free time, so much new free time, because my mind isn't focused on the pain that I used to live in, and how to manage the pain. I watched Adam, was it last night or the night before, and it kind of brought up some stuff. We have so many parallels in our life, and you know, I I fell off a cliff when I was 15 and crushed my heel, and I did a double backflip off of a trampoline, and I hurt my back, and then I lifted wrong and I hurt my back again, and I had to have surgery on my ankle to remove a piece of bone. And anyway, lots of different areas of my body, other than just the fact that I've been obese most of my life, where there was extra inflammation and extra pain, and you know, my knee hurt and my ankle hurt, and everything hurt all the time. And so you're so consumed in trying to feel better, trying to get to a place where you know, you don't just think about all of the pains, and when it's gone, you've just got so much room to think about, where can I go from here, right? What can I do to grow beyond normal? Like I finally don't hurt all the time. I'm you know, I'm losing weight. That's great, but my mental clarity better than when I was in high school. My energy level, and so I'm, you know, I'm soaking up all of this mindset stuff, and I'm back to watching podcasts and listening, and so the side effect is I don't even know where to go next. Like I've got so much energy that I'm on fire, and I just need to find what to focus on to spend all that energy, because I just don't have the pain to look at or to feel anymore. Anyway.
Oh, no, I love that. Thank you, Jason. I love that, because you're right. I think sometimes we deal with certain things for a long enough period of time where we begin to give up hope. Like, I've tried everything, or even like the fact that we are all aging. We just get to a point sometimes where we're like, well, I guess this is what happens with age, or this is the hand I've been dealt, you know, with your injuries and your accidents, and you feel like, well, there's no way of reversing that. It's done. So I can absolutely see how you were so consumed with trying to find, you know, answers and help and all that. But even like, I love the fact that you never gave up, you know, because you could have just looked at this as, oh, it's just another one of those things that are, it's not going to work. I tried everything. And, you know, a lot of people just end up losing hope, and then they stop trying new things. And it's really cool to hear, you know, people as they're, you know, in later in life too, being able to, you know, like Roy and Bob, it's really awesome to hear that they've been able to see such drastic results later in life, because I think many of us begin to lose hope that it's too late.
Yeah, well, I'm no spring chicken. I'll be 47 in August.
Oh, wow.
And so
that's good.
yeah, I'm feeling my age. Or I was feeling my age. I should say that I was feeling more than my age. But anyway, and another thing too that I've noticed is just a new ease, right? A level of ease that I never had before. Like almost to the point where like this has gotten so easy, it's nearly mundane. You know, like who's ever said that about a diet or whatever, right? Like this is so easy. It doesn't happen. At least it's never happened for me. It's always been a struggle to keep on it and do it again. And you know, back to back shreds is a piece of cake if you want to. You know, I find that I'm losing pounds and inches and feeling great without skipping the cleanse days. I'm looking forward to the 13th to do it again, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
It really is amazing. Every month I stay on this or stay, you know, kind of what the maintenance is looking like for us. You know, we're incorporating some new foods, but overall we haven't gone back to the sugar. We haven't gone back to the you know, the unhealthy carbs like the flour and the, you know, all that gluten and stuff. And I just am amazed that I have been able to do this for so long. Like you said, it's pretty much effortless at this point. It's just our normal. I don't think, you know, whenever I'm around, like my sisters came in town over the weekend, and you know, we went out to eat, and there was nothing even that I would have considered eating at that restaurant. So I just hung out with them, and it was fun. And, you know, I just had a little drink, and I wasn't feeling like I was missing out on anything. I was still was able to be social and go out with them. And I love how effortless it is. So thank you for sharing that, Jason, because it really is amazing. I'm just like shocked by it. I've never been able to stay away from sugar and carbs for, you know, those bad carbs for this long.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for letting me share.
Yes, I love hearing from you. Anyone else want to share their updated results or new results?
Hey, Crystal.
Hi, Bonnie.
Hi. Hey, I am so excited, and don't you just feel like it's in the beginning? I'm so excited to hear all these news stories and what Bob said, what Roy said, and Jason just said. And then you, in a sense, said, look at us older people. We're coming alive.
Yes.
And I think that is so important, because don't give up on those people that say, I'm going to be 73. And I'm like, I feel like I'm 47. And so those of you that are out there that want to share, please don't avoid us older people that are coming alive at 70.
Right.
I am just so excited. I wish more people, as we all probably do, wish there was more on the call to hear these men. I love it that these men are stepping up, and that they're, you know, when you start hitting 70-ish, you're like, I want to be around another 30 years.
Yeah.
So don't give up on us older people that you think maybe they don't want to know about it, because they do. They do. And just believe that the right people will show up. You know, I've had my list out, going through it again. And it's like, who do I approach again? Think about that. Don't limit yourself by how old they are, young or old.
Yeah.
These guys' testimonies tonight have just touched my heart. That's why I've been with the company 19 years, you guys. And we have the best compensation. We have the best products. We are coming alive, and we're changing lives. You
Yeah.
guys just touched me. I just had to share. Thank you. And
Yes.
again, we all want to thank Crystal and Sean for what they've been doing. It's a big deal, a big deal. We all need to feel the best we can feel. And what you just shared about, you know, the sugars and carbs. I was just in a really good bakery where I live, and oh, I love maple donuts, or I used to.
Yeah.
But I just had to smile and think, I ain't gonna eat one of those. You know, it's all about self-discipline. I think maybe we all have realized that, what tempts us, but what's more important than our health? You know, I mean, we see so many people out there that, and I guess like what Jason said as well, it's not a diet. It's not. I don't feel deprived. I think once in a while we can have a cheat time, but yeah, I'm down 22 pounds, and I just keep thinking, okay, just 20 more. You know, us women, there's always more, but it's just awesome. I don't think even at my age, you always want to lose a little bit more. But I just want to thank you guys, and thank all of you for sharing. Man, I'm emotional.
I know, and I love that so many of you show up every week on this call, you know, like Heather and Mel and Jason. Like, it is awesome to see you guys just coming, and Aubrey, like there's so many of you that are here every single week, and I love being here to hear these stories. Like, it just like gives me a boost of energy and passion for life, because it just feels so good to know that we've found something that is helping people on such an extreme level. Like, I love what people are posting in the group, you know, sharing their blood test results, and just, it's just, I don't know, it gets me so excited to know that we're a part of something that is actually like genuinely changing lives. It just makes me feel really excited about life, and every day I want to wake up, and I don't know, it's just fun to know that to have this kind of passion around something. You know, I haven't had this kind of passion around something for a long time. And then once you find something, you're just like, oh my gosh, life is so exciting and fun. And I want to talk to people. I want to be out and doing things. So thank you guys so much. I am going to go ahead and turn the time over to our amazing ambassador, Jesse James Jamnick, who is an ultra marathon runner. And as you all know, he is our nutrition guy. He's an expert in the field. And I just love to hear his excitement around all of this, and, you know, him diving a little deeper into why this is so effective. So Jesse, take it away.
What's up, Crystal? What's up, guys? Bonnie Perkins. I love you, Bonnie Perkins, but you're never allowed to use the word cheat ever, ever again. Ever again. Why? Because food is not a cheat. Food is fuel to our body, right? So the ER shred, all of these stories, they never cease to amaze me. However, if you actually connect the dots, there's a reason why all this craziness, as you say, craziness, right? And I know it's crazy because some of you haven't experienced the way that the body is designed to feel in 20, 30, 40 years. So when you finally come alive, as you will, and you start to fuel the body for performance, you fuel the body with the essential nutrients and vitamins and minerals that it needs, you start to realize, holy crap, I've been amazing all along. I've just been clogged up by food-like substances that don't fuel me for purpose, right? That's basically what's happening. So the ER shred, you know, I love these testimonials. They'll never, ever get old to me. It's what fires me up. I literally look at them as I drink my buttered coffee every single morning before I go and beat the crap out of myself for my first workout in the morning, because it just fires me up. And realize, guys, that the ER shred, like we've already said, it's not a diet. You know, when Sean first called me back, you know, in before October, I was like, look, like this can't be a diet. Like, I'm not about diets. I can't get into this fad thing. In fact, it's one of the things that just drives me batshit crazy about the health industry is fad diets and people prying on other people's weaknesses. So I couldn't have that happen, and we had to understand the depth that the ER shred was. So the ER shred, as you've noticed, right, it's balancing out your hormones. You're not having cravings anymore because we're not spiking blood sugar. We're fueling the body. You're satisfied, you're full, you're satiated. There's a difference between being full and being nutritionally full. You can eat a lot of crap and feel full, but you're not nutritionally full. And when you start to fuel your body with nutrition, vitamins, minerals, nutrients, the things that our cells need to thrive and function at peak optimal levels every day, you start to experience the testimonials that we hear every single week and we see day after day after day in our free group. And for anybody who's not part of that group, www.ershredders.com. Join us. We are 21,000 people strong now. It is one of the best parts of this entire thing. But let me break down real quick for you guys that maybe aren't aware of what the ER shred is, what the ER shred is. It's really, really simple. It's a fusion. It's a conversion of all of the best protocols out there, right? What I've come to realize studying health and nutrition for 20 years and using myself as a human guinea pig, you know, I almost cringe. It's like, I'm not necessarily the health expert. I've just spent hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours studying it. But really the biggest difference is I've tried it all. I've literally tried it all over the last 20 years, and I put myself through the regimens. I put myself through the ringers, the high protein, the low protein, the carb, the macro, the calories, the blah, 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 right? Thousands and thousands of dollars, years and years of frustration, always looking to get better. And what I've come to realize is that health is not just a one-shot magical pony. True health is a full spectrum of everything. And I love the ER shred so much because it's not just say keto or carnivore or elimination or high protein or this. It's the best of everything. And we threw away all the garbage and we put it into this magical thing that's called the ER shred. We stripped away all the bullshit. There's too much bullshit in the health industry today. There's too much confusion. I forgot who said it. You go, I think Sean said it. You go online, all these experts are arguing with each other and this, that, and the other thing. The thing that really boggles me is the ones that aren't even living the damn lifestyle themselves, and yet they're sitting here arguing about everything else. And I'm just like, this is bozo crazy. And one of the coolest things that I ever got to learn, I've shared this before and I'll keep saying it because it's really kind of where it clicked, besides having my own aha moment with how powerful of a drug food is when I went to IIN, Institute of Integrative Nutrition, studied over 100 different dietary theories. And every single one of those theories was taught to me by some sort of professional. They were a nutritionist, they were a doctor, they were somebody who experienced this problem and solved it on their own. And they all had this proof. And I was like, this is crazy. Like, these are so different, but yet they all have their proof. So what if it's not just a one way, right? We've all tried that one way, and one way maybe is too strict. It's too this, it's too that. It doesn't give you the full spectrum of what you need. So the ER shred puts together things like elimination, nutritional cleansing, intermittent fasting, net protein utilization, nutritional restoration, fat adaptation, ketosis, support, culture, community. It's literally the best of all of that put together. Carnivore, right? All the things that we know, we've pulled the science that's been proven and backed and studied and double-blind placebo, and we've taken the best of that And that's what this really is. It all works together like a well-oiled super machine that's just firing on all cylinders, right? It does what it's supposed to do fast, and it's easy, and people love it, and they can stick to it. It's one of the most powerful things of the ER Shred. You keep coming back because it's easy. You keep coming back because no matter who you are, no matter what lifestyle you live, the ER Shred can be inserted into that lifestyle, and it can be duplicated over and over and over again. Do you understand the brilliance and the magic of that? That's one of the major reasons most people quit, because one, they don't get results quick enough, right? And we need results now for some reason. We don't understand the long game. So we give those results, but it's also something that people can't stick to typically when they try others. And you don't see that with this because it's addressing every major factor. So just imagine if you're listening to this and you could be like one of these people who shared. Imagine if you had mental focus through the wazoo. Imagine if you woke up and didn't have that brain fog. You know what I'm talking about. The alarm goes off and you're like, ugh, ugh, and you like roll out of bed and you're like hitting the wall. Imagine if you don't have that anymore. What would that do for your life if that was all gone? If you could get to baseline and actually identify the food that when you eat them, they jazz you up, they light you up. It's like fire breathing through your entire body because that food is energy. You can start to identify those foods. If you could do that, how could that change? You could control your cravings. You're not running for ice cream and cookies and snickerdoodles and cheesy poofs at 9 o'clock p.m. anymore. They don't control you. Food doesn't control you. You are back in control. That is part of what's the brilliance of this. That bloat. Oh my God, who suffered bloat before? I know I have. It's been bad, right? It literally takes you out. What would you do if you didn't have that anymore every single day? If the inflammation that was attacking your joints and making you feel physical pain every day, if what was causing the inside of your body to go to war with itself every day, if that wasn't happening, what would that do? If your endurance went up, if your emotional support and well-being was in check, you had sustained new lean growth of lean muscle, you're shedding away body fat. I mean, how could that change your life? How would you show up different? The energy levels, what you could give to relationships, to your career, to anything that you put your mind to. Imagine what that could do. And the ER Shred is just the tracks, right? Sean touched on this. It's the tracks. Everybody's going to be different. Everybody is different. But the reason it works is that even though we're all different, we are still human beings. We are still made of cells, and those cells need certain things to function. So we have to give them what they need to do that. Make sense? And that's the beautiful thing. So the ER Shred, the E stands for elimination. The creme de la creme, the platinum standard in holistic medicine to identify food allergies and identify the foods that are not serving you is an elimination protocol. However, the average elimination protocol is a little strict. It's a little confusing. And again, it's hard for people to bring into their life. So we just made it easy. Plus, I don't have time to play games. I need you to feel something. I need you to feel it now. We strip away all of the stuff that's causing you chronic inflammation, the soy, the wheat, the gluten, the non-food crap that fills our world today. 90% of the grocery store is crap. I'll take you shopping with me one time and show you why. It's crap. It's not even food, right? So we strip away all of that stuff. Your body's no longer confused. When you put fake things in your body, it doesn't know what to do with that stuff. Your body wasn't designed to process chemicals. It wasn't designed to process artificial flavorings, right? Does that make sense? You start to understand this and you're like, oh, okay, well, yeah, right? So if you're giving that to your body, it's not going to work right. So the elimination takes all of that away. It gets you to this magical thing called baseline. This is so powerful. It's so empowering. This is more of an empowerment movement than anything, right? We talked about putting you back in the driver's seat. So it gives you back that control, brings you to baseline, and it takes the load off. It relieves the burden. It gives you the understanding, the aha moment that, wow, food is really that powerful. And you need to have that slap across the face like I had to really let this kick in and understand. So we can effectively get rid of all of those culprits while not starving you, while not making you feel deprived. What do you want to know why you keep coming back for more? Because if we did that, if all the other ways you felt easy, like it was hard, I couldn't do it, I feel tired, I feel this, if you had that, it wouldn't be. But this particular way, you don't have to do that. The R of the ER shred stands for the reset. We leverage intermittent fasting via a nutritional cleansing regimen that has been proven by 18 years of backing. There is more published research on this regimen alone. In fact, there's over 750 people that have reported losing over 100 pounds of body fat just using the nutritional cleansing regimen of what the ER shred incorporates. And we've partnered with a company that puts their money where their mouth is, does the research, has the certification, the Informed Sport, Informed Choice certification. So we're not just bringing in any type of thing. We made sure that it all made sense. So we cleanse. Why? It's like an oil change for your body. If you just drive, the engine goes boom. Where that takes 10,000 miles, the body takes 10 to 12 to 15 years. You want to know why at 20 you felt like Superman or Superwoman, and by 38 it was like, oh, sludgy Larry? Like, you understand? It takes time. You've abused it. You've not given it the proper tender loving care is the word I want to use today, right? You haven't loved it the right way. So it rebalances the hormones during the cleanse. Stuff like serotonin, ghrelin, human growth hormone goes up. Amazing things start to happen. Your body is regulated by all of these hormones. Insulin is the most powerful hormone in the body. If you can control insulin spikes, you are well on your way to amazing health. And I don't care how old you are, control your insulin, control chronic inflammation. Bang, bang, Mike Tyson uppercut, game over, your health is going in the right direction. And that's exactly what's happening here. There's plenty of research, plenty of science behind all of that. Cool? So that's the reset side. Then we have the shred. The shred's a combination. The shred is food. It's understanding food that's fueling our body. And during the 11-day ER shred, we are going to a controversial food, but one that I hope in the future people wake up and realize is one of the most nutrient-dense foods in all of the world: properly raised, grass-fed animal meat. Beef. Moo. Moo. Eat the beef, right? Like, one of the worst science experiments ever done on humankind is when they said, take fat out of your diet. Silliest thing that I've ever heard in my entire life. We need animal proteins. Our body, 90% of our body is designed to fuel off of fat. And then we have the 10% for our brain that loves to live off of glucose, sugars, and carbs and stuff. And we're addressing that because we're fueling the body with grass-fed meat. Last time I've checked, I never actually heard somebody have a food allergy to beef, right? So it's usually, now, are there rare cases? Yes. But usually, most people, it's very healing. Meat, if you actually do your research on good quality meat, it's very healing to the gut. It's very satiating. You're giving your body good quality fats. Fat is like lubrication to the body, to the joints. It helps you repair. It helps you grow. And as you guys have noticed, the more and more that you do this, when you learn to fuel off fat, which is the best design way for the body to get its energy source, you feel like Rocket Man or Rocket Woman. Whether you're 73 or 12, it don't matter, because you're fueling your body the way it was designed to be fueled. Trust me, I've tried it all. I am fueling right now for an ultra marathon that's 75 miles long and 16,000 feet of up with 16,000 feet of down, doing exactly the lifestyle of the ER shred. I have never felt better in my entire life going into a race. It is blowing my mind. It is freaking crazy, and I cannot wait to go and smash it. But that's part of it. So we're fueling the meat. We also incorporate and utilize these amazing, delicious macronutrient balanced meal replacement shakes. We understand that there might be nutritional deficiencies with the meat and the butter. We have the collagen bone broth in there as well that we have. So we're addressing all of this, but we fill that void. We make sure it's all capped off. And again, make it simple for everybody with these amazing, delicious macronutrient meal replacement shakes. And it's got the right protein, undenatured protein, to carbs, to fats, all your vitamins, your minerals, your nutrients. And we've leveraged science once again. If you haven't realized the theme here, we didn't just pull this out of thin air. This is done off of years of pain and experience from Crystal, Sean, myself, like 40, I don't know how many years, Crystal, that combined together. I'm going to go with 40 at least of suffering between us all. And who knows how much money, thousands and thousands we've spent together combined to figure this out. But, you know, we leverage this to balance it. And then we leverage science again with those shakes where we utilize what's called incubation. So these particular shakes are very, very different than anything that I've really seen because they incorporate 5 enzymes, protease enzymes. And we've learned through independent research that we can incubate those shakes and increase the net protein utilization up to 90%. That is crazy. That means you only have a 10% waste product. You can eat all the healthy you want, but if you're not absorbing it so the body can utilize it, what's the point? What is the point, right? So we fill the void with that, but it's also an essential part of the ER shred. And then we've also added in electrolytes. We've added in sleep support. Remember I told you it's not a one-trick pony. Health is not drink a shake or take a pill. Health is a combination of everything. And I hope I'm sharing that with you tonight so you can see that it's not just a one thing. It's this culmination, this fusion of all these things working together at a cellular level that's really changing the game. And then the most beautiful part of the ER shred is our community that we give to people for free. You have functional medicine doctors, dietitians, nutritionists, regular doctors, chiropractors, nurses, holistic nurses. A lot of them have done the shred. They're going through the shred and they keep reporting back that their mind is blown because not only have they gotten ridiculous results themselves, they've also passed it to their patients who are coming back reporting that they've never done anything easier in their life. And the shred community is something you've never experienced. I'm sorry, unless you're in there, you have not experienced a level of people coming together to all help each other like we have developed in the ER shred. I've been a part of teams my entire life playing sports, and this is something truly, truly special where people will pick you up when you fall down, they'll lift you up when you're going, they'll support you, they'll encourage you, they're there to answer questions. I mean, anything that you need, you literally cannot fail unless you deliberately self-sabotage yourself and ruin everything. This community is one of the best things. It's literally priceless to me, Crystal, the community that people get when they just say yes to bettering their health. So that's what I got for tonight, friend. I'm gonna turn it back over to you and we can close this baby out.
Okay. Thank you guys so much again for joining us. I love that you guys are so consistent and you come on. I just feel like it's a little party. We get to come together every week, say hi. I get to see your beautiful faces, hear your voices, and just get reignited, inspired and motivated. So you guys keep me excited. So thank you guys for doing this. Also, don't forget to join us tomorrow night. Bob Sivright is going to be doing our weekly Thursday or calls now on Thursday night as opposed to Monday night when Sean was doing it. And he's going to be interviewing a new person each week. So Wednesday and Tuesday night, Jesse, Wednesday night, this night, our Come Alive call, and then tomorrow night is Thursday night is Bob Sivright. So does anybody like Bob or anybody want to say anything before we say goodbye? Or Mel?
Can I say something real cute about it?
Sure.
It's just important to me. Last week, or 2 weeks ago, I had a trigger, and because I experienced about 6 traumatic events in the span of less than a year, I reached out to a few people in the group, and I was so loved and supported. So it took about 5 days for me to kind of snap out of it. But you know, I did go to a messenger thread where a lot of shredders were, and I received so much love, and I really just appreciate that.
Yes, thank you, Mel. Yes, just like Jesse said, like there is so much value in the community alone and the support. I really do feel like it is like this big family that we're a part of. So thanks, Mel, for pointing that out. Bob, did you want to say anything about your call tomorrow night?
Yeah, just that, again, grateful for all of these calls, and literally everyone, we want to grow Shredder Nation. So how we do this is by paying it forward, by sharing our stories, and come please join me tomorrow night, I'm sorry. We will start, it's going to be a great call, but the concept will be simple, be refreshing. It'll be just like Jesse's call, be like with Crystal and Sean. It's going to be inviting. We're going to basically share stories, learn how to pay it forward, and in the process, getting your products paid for. But most important is that if we stay quiet and we're not willing to share this wealth, I mean, we're not going to grow. It's kind of like being self-centered, right? So please join me tomorrow night. I want to grow this to 50,000 people. Now, here's the cool thing. I know this community Body Alive been around since what, 2009, 2010, Crystal?
Yeah,
when it got started.
Mm-hmm.
So it took almost 11 years for it to get to 19,000, right? And literally in the last 4 months, we've put on over 2,000 people. So that's exciting. So if we keep growing at this rate, and my guess it's going to catch even, it'll be momentum. I would think we'll surpass, 10,000 this year, but in growth. But anyway, that's the whole, let's make it bigger. Let's make that big bonfire, make it bigger, brighter, and excited. So thanks, Crystal. But
yes,
yeah, please join us tomorrow night. We have the Zoom call posted.
Yes, and I love that Facebook makes it so easy to share. You can just tag people in these videos when we're live, or even on the replay. So if you're joining on Zoom now, you can go back to these calls and always just tag people who come to mind if you're wanting to share the love here, because that's really what it's all about, just changing lives and sharing it forward. So thank you guys. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Bob. And thank you everyone who shared your testimonials tonight. I just love you guys. So we'll see you tomorrow night.
Take care, Crystal. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thanks, Chris.
Good night. Good night.
See ya.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye. Great call. Bye. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Good night.